Alex Eala, former juniors rival Noskova, face off at Indian Wells. Eala had Noskova's number during their juniors days, winning both their encounters. Can she assert her mastery of the world number 14 in the pro ranks? Alex Eala goes full circle in the round of 16 of the BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells when she faces world number 14 Linda Noskova of Czechia. While it will be their first meeting in the professional ranks, the Filipina number 32 and Noskova share history as former batchmates in the junior circuit. Noskova, 21, and Eala, 20, faced each other twice before, with the Filipina winning both. Their first face-off came in the championship round of the Le Petit as U14 tournament in France in 2018 when Eala, then 12, prevailed 5-7, 6-3, 7-6. 2 years later, Eala again got the better of the Czech in the quarterfinals of the French Open Juniors, winning in 3 hard-fought sets, 4-6, 6-3, 6-3. Much has changed since their junior days. In 2024, Noskova captured her maiden WTA title at the WTA 500 Monterrey Open and has since reached 5 tour-level singles finals along with 2 doubles finals. She also climbed to a career-best number 12 in the world rankings in 2025. Eala, meanwhile, has also been on a steady rise. The Filipina enjoyed a breakthrough run to the semifinals in Miami last year, reached the finals at Eastbourne, and captured a WTA 125 title in Guadalajara, Mexico. She is in the middle of an encouraging 2026 campaign, where Indian Wells marks her 7th tournament of the season. Eala has reached a career-high ranking of number 31 and is projected to reach as low as number 28 in the next list. Eala said she is excited as their next chapter of her rivalry with Noskova unfolds on a much bigger stage. Linda is an amazing player, very powerful and even at such a young age very experienced, so I'm excited, said Eala. It's my first 4th round in Indian Wells, so I'm going to go in with good preparation and a lot of motivation. After all, the Filipina enters the clash riding momentum of victories over Diana Yastremska and world number 4 Coco Gauff in the earlier rounds, boosting both confidence and belief ahead of the round of 16 Showdown. Noskova, from her end, took down Sorana Cîrstea and Jessica Bouzas in the first 2 rounds. They will see action at Stadium 1 not before 11 a.m. Manila time on Wednesday. Get more of the latest sports news and updates on spin.ph. Notice on unauthorized and unlawful use, publication, and/or dissemination of spin.ph content. Please be notified that any unauthorized and unlawful use, publication, and/or dissemination of spin.ph's content and/or materials is a direct violation of its legal and exclusive rights to the same, and shall be subject to appropriate legal action/s. A new chapter of a young rivalry. Alex Eala vs. Linda Noskova at Indian Wells. Under the bright California sun and the electric atmosphere of the desert, 2 young tennis stars prepared to write another chapter in a rivalry that began years earlier on junior courts. At the 2026 BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells, rising Filipina star Alexandra Eala faced Czech powerhouse Linda Noskova in the round of 16, a matchup that symbolized not just a battle for a quarterfinal spot, but a meeting of 2 players whose journeys had long been intertwined. For fans of the sport, the match felt almost poetic. Years earlier, the 2 had crossed paths as teenagers chasing junior glory. Now they stood again across the net, no longer juniors but rising professionals trying to establish themselves among the best players in the world. From junior courts to the world stage. The rivalry between Eala and Noskova dates back to their teenage years on the international junior circuit. Both players were considered among the brightest prospects of their generation. Their first memorable meeting came in 2018 at the Le Petit as U14 tournament in France, one of the most prestigious junior competitions in the world. The match was intense, dramatic, and a glimpse into their future potential. After losing the opening set, Eala rallied with determination and composure, eventually winning 5-7, 6-3, 7-6 in a thrilling comeback. 2 years later, they met again at the Junior French Open, this time in the quarterfinals. Once again, Eala fought back after dropping the first set, defeating Noskova 4-6, 6-3, 6-3. At that point, the Filipina held a 2-0 edge in their junior head-to-head record. But junior success does not always translate directly to the professional level. As both players transitioned to the WTA Tour, their careers began to evolve in different ways. Eala, carrying a nation's hopes. For Alexandra Eala, the journey from Manila to the global tennis stage has been nothing short of inspiring. Born in the Philippines and trained in elite academies abroad, she became a symbol of hope for a country eager to see a tennis champion emerge. Her breakthrough moment as a junior came when she captured the 2022 U.S. Open girls singles title, confirming her status as one of the world's top young talents. But transitioning from junior success to professional consistency is one of tennis' greatest challenges. Eala steadily climbed the rankings through hard work, discipline, and fearless play against higher-ranked opponents. By 2026, her efforts were paying off. She reached a career-high ranking around the world's top 30 and produced several impressive results on the WTA Tour, including deep runs in major tournaments and wins over top players. At Indian Wells, often called the fifth Grand Slam, because of its prestige and strong field, Eala was enjoying the best tournament run of her young career. She advanced to the round of 16 after defeating Ukraine's Diana Yastremska and benefiting from the retirement of world number 4 Coco Gauff due to injury while trailing 6-2, 2-0. The result made Eala the first Filipina to reach the round of 16 at Indian Wells, a milestone that resonated deeply with fans back home. With every victory, the weight of expectation grew, but so did her confidence. Linda Noskova, a rising Czech power. Across the net stood Linda Noskova, a player whose explosive power and aggressive baseline game had already earned her recognition on the WTA Tour. Born in the Czech Republic, a country famous for producing elite tennis champions, Noskova emerged from a strong national system that had developed stars such as Petra Kvitova and Karolina Pliskova. Noskova quickly made her mark in professional tennis. By 2024, she had won her first WTA title at the Monterrey Open, and in the following years she reached multiple tour finals while climbing into the top 20 of the world rankings. Known for her powerful ground strokes and fearless shot-making, Noskova had the type of game that could overwhelm opponents when she was in rhythm. At Indian Wells, she entered the tournament as the number 14 seed, defeating experienced players such as Sorana Cîrstea and Jessica Buses-Monero to reach the fourth round. Although Eala had beaten her twice as juniors, the professional stage would present a completely different challenge. A rivalry reborn. What made this match special was not just the rankings or the stakes, it was the sense of history between the two players. In junior tournaments, they had been equals, pushing each other to the limit. Those early battles helped shape their competitive instincts and mental toughness. Now, years later, the stage was far bigger. The match would take place at the Indian Wells Tennis Garden, one of the most iconic venues in tennis, with thousands of fans watching in person and millions more following around the world. They'll acknowledge.